Grandmama, you're all bright this morning.
I am.
Maybe I'm just healthy enough to see that you're bright.
Grandma's little pumpkins. I got Promise and my great-grandchildren on here. So, it's Promise and Chandler and Kale and Addie and Winnie and another Addie.
Hudson.
One is Adelie, one is Adeline. And Morning and Hudson, and I've got to get another shirt because Dovey has been born since I have this shirt made. So I think Dovey she was born in August, so she was born in November. Yeah, 2 days before the day before Thanksgiving. So she's what, 7 or 8 months old? All right, y'all.
We're not cooking pumpkins.
We're not cooking pumpkin. We are making some low-carb onion rings. Roy and I are having green beans, and I had some ribs that he had cooked, and I had vacuum sealed them, put them in the freezer. I took those out, we're having those, and then we got a few more leftovers, and I thought, onion rings would go really, really good with all that. So I've already cut some up. I've got white onion and I've got some red. I've never seen the red onion made into onion rings, but we're gonna do that this morning. I've got my skillet. Oh! Let me wash this, y'all. Well, that scooted right out, didn't it?
You just wasn't holding it right.
I'm just gonna take that off. So I wasn't holding it right, you're right. So I'll do it like this. All right, now I'm gonna take this little center out here and put it in this bowl because I'll chop it up and use it in something else. Because I don't wanna fry that. I just wanna fry the rings. So, and this is 2 small onions. I didn't have a big onion. All I've got is just the medium-sized onions, so that's what we're using today. And I'll put that in for that. All right, now you can make these as big or as little, as thick as you want them. But it's just me and Roy today, so I'm not making a whole bunch. But he loves onion rings.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I've got my oil on behind me. So I just put it on medium high because I want it to get like 350 degrees. All right. Even though that kind of broke, it's going to be all right. It all fries good, and it all eats good. All right. Don't think I'm going to cut that one. So I'll just put it over here. I peeled it just in case. Now, in this is going to be our batter. I've got 1 cup of almond flour here. All right, 1 cup of almond flour. That's what we're using as our batter. That and egg. All right. Now, in that, I'm going to put 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and I've got garlic here. I'm gonna put 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, always garlic powder. I've got paprika, so we're gonna do, all right, that's 1/2 teaspoon of paprika and 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. So that was 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, and 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. Okay? But now you use whatever seasonings you want. That's just the ones that we like and I thought would be good. All right, I'm just going to stir this up really, really well. I'm going to double dip these because I want a good crust on them. Now, if you're not watching your carbs, you can use flour, you can use gluten-free flour, whatever you want to use in yours. But We're watching our carbs. Okay, that's about getting ready. All right, put this right here and crack my eggs, and I'm gonna beat my eggs. Okay. Let me get my towel. Wipe my hands. All right. Now I'm just gonna beat my eggs. Now all my seasoning is in my flour, remember, my almond flour. So let me beat these really well. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is set this over here. All right, I'm going to I need to get out a little tray here to put these on. All right, I'm gonna dip my onion ring in my egg. I'm gonna dip it in my egg again. Okay, let me use this hand. All right, woo, look at that crust.
Looks good.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's do it again. All right. I'm gonna re-dip it in my egg. Shake my egg off a little bit. And, okay, let's do another one. Shake my egg off. Coat it with my almond flour. All right, re-dip it. Shake your egg off. Coat it with your almond flour. All right. I'm going to keep doing this. My grease is getting hot behind me. And so when I start to drop them, we'll be right back. Okay. Our grease is hot. And you're going to cook them like 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Do not crowd your pan. Now, you do not want to crowd your pan. Alright. Okay. I think I can get one more right there. Because my grease is hot enough.
You just told us not to crowd the pan.
It's not crowded. There's plenty of room. Plenty of room in there. So, put my paper towel down right there.
So it's not a crowded pan unless you say it's a crowded pan. Is that right?
Pretty much. All right. While these are cooking, I am going to be battering more onion rings. And oh my goodness. Okay, separate that one. Woo. Okay, y'all. I'm going to let these cook a couple of minutes on one side, then I'm going to flip them over and do a couple of minutes on the other side. And in the meanwhile, you know, this is going slow. Y'all know what I'm going to do?
You're going to speed it
Y'all know
up.
me. I am impatient in the kitchen. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put several in there at one time. And I got me a fork, y'all.
Now those are cooking fast behind you.
I know. I'm fixing to.
Okay.
I'm fixing to check. Oh wow.
Didn't that cook quickly?
Yes.
Let me get over here and
It's a couple of minutes
Show 'em.
on each side. Yeah. But you want it on medium high. That's where I've got this one.
those look good.
Don't they look good?
Boy,
Oh my.
look like some of those look like ready to come out to me.
No, the onion's not done.
But you're the
yet.
cook.
Yeah. You can tell Roy's feeling better.
I'm getting too involved on it, baby.
All right, I'm gonna let these cook probably 1 more minute, and I'm gonna keep battering my, and I'm gonna put it back down in there. I'm gonna keep battering my onion rings. I may have to get a little bit more almond flour, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, y'all. And when you double batter them like that, I want you to look how crunchy.
Wow.
Oh. And it's not flour, it's almond flour. So you can double batter and not feel guilty about it.
I'm just glad I was here to direct you on how to cook these things.
All right. Y'all look at that.
A good look.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yummy,
Did
yummy.
your light go out?
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
Oh, okay.
I'll get another shot.
Okay, look at there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, y'all. All right, I'm gonna slide this off. I don't want my grease to get too hot. Oh my goodness. Y'all.
You think it's okay to eat like that before we get through?
Oh my goodness.
Right in the middle?
Wow.
Where's your kitchen etiquette?
If y'all have never done that, make you some onion rings. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm gonna keep battering and cooking, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, y'all. I have some tips for you. Make sure when you do yours, you have the big onions. This is all I had today. And the red onion is delicious.
It's delicious.
But make sure you have the big onions. And when I double dipped them, it made a really thick crust, which we really love. But it will be better if you have the bigger onions and make them wider. Slice them wider than I did. I did mine too thin. They're still delicious, delicious.
Oh, they're delicious.
The second ones I did, I kind of just single battered them because they were so thin, and they're a little bit better. But double batter them, do bigger onion slices, and make them like a ½ inch thick, and they will be absolutely.
And expect the almond flour to be browner.
Yeah.
It browns quickly.
Instead of, next time I do them, instead of doing it on medium high, I'll do it on like 6, which is a little below medium high, and they won't, they're delicious. They're really, really good. The onion is done, but if you don't like yours quite this brown, then cut your heat back a little bit.
Whoa, they are delicious though.
Man.
Tell everybody to pray for the hurricane victims, honey.
These are so, so good.
They are delicious.
All right, y'all. I don't know if you've been watching the news. We had very, very little wind. We had rain. But I'm telling you.
We were right in the middle of the storm. We were the eye.
Middle. But we had our front door open. We stayed up most of the night watching it. But we had very little wind. We didn't have the rain that they had anticipated. So it's like it just went right over us, and we didn't even, it was no more than a thunderstorm that we have here.
It was like a bubble over us.
Yeah. So thank y'all for praying. I know y'all were praying for us. And please, 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 just 30 miles from here, there was devastation in Dublin, where my grandson lives. They're without power, and they're saying it may be up to 2 weeks before they get power. And but now they lost 2 big trees, but nothing fell on the house. The children were safe. They have 4 little girls. The children, everybody's safe, which is not the case with some families. So y'all just really pray. Kentucky, Tennessee,
South Carolina, North Carolina.
The flooding. It's awful.
It's horrible.
It's awful. So
Florida.
Y'all, Florida. Y'all please remember these people in your prayers. Okay, make you some low carb onion rings. So good. Roy and I are about to have lunch. It's almost lunchtime. Food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. Make you some low carb onion rings. So good.